Solomon?
I want to echo my colleagues' thank yous to everyone on all sides who came out. On a personal note, I'm a few years away from sending my daughter to PS5, so I was excited to see how many PS5 parents were here. I think you guys, we're the winners of coming out and talking to us, and it was fun to be lobbied by children as opposed to professional lobbyists. I enjoyed that. That was a nice experience. Just a couple quick remarks before the vote. First, I do want to acknowledge that, for so many of the folks who spoke on the business community spoke of legitimate concerns. I do hope to talk to our state legislators in Trenton about a genuine small business exemption. And I know many colleagues, Councilman Yoon, Councilwoman Prinzeri, feel the same way. I think that there is a commitment on my end to work constructively with all good faith partners on thinking through solutions as we move forward into the future. And while I did not agree with the council president's proposal he presented last night, I do think it was a genuine good faith effort to want to work with all parties. But with that said, we are in a crisis. And it was eloquently described by so many people, from elementary school students to folks who are born and raised, that there are consequences day in, day out, today, not next year. They have been going on not just today, but for years prior, because we have not stood up and funded our schools. Now, I want to be clear, that crisis comes back to us. It's not just this vote, it's how we handle the city budget, right? The city budget and the school budgets all come from the same taxpayers. And I want to be clear, we as a city have not gotten serious yet. We may vote for this payroll tax, but the city budget does not reflect the fact that we are in a crisis scenario. You all are going to leave after our vote, and then we're going to be asked to vote today on Resolution 10A, which is going to increase police salaries by an extra $1 million. Now, that might not sound like a ton of money to you, but we just had the biggest mass retirement of police officers in our history. The salary and wages should be dropping because those officers are no longer getting paid. In fact, we had to pay an extra $15 million to pay out their retirement costs, $15 million that we are bonding for in the next 5 years. So why are we increasing salaries by $1 million? Because we have promoted every police officer in the city in the last 6 months, and the administration has not provided the council with documentation on the increases in salaries, the long-term pension liabilities. We are not operating in the crisis mentality among all phases of government, and it has to change. Right? And it has to change from all of us here. Right? With that said, there is no substitute for the payroll tax. We are $270 million, crisis looking immediately in front of us. The other options to date are theoretical. We are always happy to have conversations, but theory does not work. Hope is not a plan. So I'm going to vote today for that payroll tax because we have to fund our schools. So I vote aye.